Howdy, I'm Matt and welcome to the mess, which is my desk, and today is a mail day. I've got a collection of mail here and I've got a project which, honestly, my desk is in an absolute state. This is actually a later project which you'll see a video on very, very shortly for another Matt's incarnation of something special. So if it's your first time here for a mail episode, in short, basically what we do, we have a chit chat here at the workbench and we have a chat and an unbagging or an unboxing, as the case may be, of RC parts which I've personally been and bought over the last couple of, well, in this case the last week or so. Well, actually it's a little bit longer than that because this box here has taken a while to come all the way from China. Do keep in the back of your mind any comments or questions which you've got about anything which you see in a few seconds time. Please just ask in the comment section underneath this video. Remember, that is one of my major reasons for doing these RC unboxing or RC mail videos. It's because we just never really know what we're going to get. And then and with that said, we're in the workshop. We're just going to have a chit chat as we go. Now, I don't know where my knife of doom is this week, so I've got some scissors of doom. The wife will be happier, but I'm not really into doing scissors and I don't know what to do with a knife, so we'll just use it as a knife and go for that. So the first one is actually a Hobbyking order, and not actually the bits of what I was expecting. Let me just go and check the invoice a second. Oh, balls. Oh, double balls. Right, so this was on a sale on the Hobbyking website a couple of days back. And I bought some of this flexible cable stuff, and I bought a couple of different sizes, a couple of different colours, and I'm sure you've come across it before. In fact, when I just zoom in, it was super cheap. I wouldn't have bought it unless it was super cheap. So yeah, I'm sure you've come across this stuff before. It's the flexible stuff which you can put your cables down, and I was actually thinking two models. The first one was the xuav mini talon, to feed these, to use these to feed the cables down the side, because it is getting a little bit messy in there, even with the cable restraints either side. And also the xuav clouds, which is a much bigger model and could definitely do with a bit of a tidy up. But to be honest, that was not what I was expecting in this box at all, because I was kind of hoping for some 433 megahertz receivers for the Orange RX, which I was really looking forward to having a chat with you about the Orange RX receivers, the 433 ones, and I was going to tell you how good they are. I was also going to tell you about the two little blackouts I've had in mine, but it's been flawless before that, and it was flawless afterward that, so yeah, I'm really disappointed. Right, so look forward to a later mail episode and we'll chat about the Orange RX 433 megahertz stuff. It is a bit of a cock to set up, but that said, yeah, I got some of that funny flexible stuff instead, so I don't know where I'm going to stick that, to be honest. I'll pop it over there for now. Right, moving on, let's see what we've got in the next bag. So yeah, do make sure you hang around for the next mail episode, because we'll have a good old chit chat about the Orange RX stuff. It's me talking. I was really looking forward to having a chat with you about that. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a fan, to say the least. What have I got here? Oh, hello. I have got an Omnibus F3 board with, by the looks of it, 8 PWM outputs. Now, I bought one of these off eBay, and I bought one off Amazon. In fact, why don't I open this? No, one off eBay and one off Banggood. So I think this was the, well, it's got some wrapping around it, so this must have been the Banggood one. And, let's take a quick look. It's come with the pin headers. Now, the reason why I went for this one, yeah, let me hold that in the camera. So when I put that down on the desk, and I'll zoom in using the zoom, because it will go down far enough. There you go. And sorry, the camera's got a bit of a wobble in it now. There we go. So let's have a quick nose at this on my lovely clean desk. I'll just shove those bits out of the way. So, as usual, the big reason why I'm interested in this, it has the inbuilt minimum OSD on there, so that's happy days. The bit which gets me is the first two will be for the motors, I think, I'm guessing. And then crucially, we've got 8 PWMs out. Which is crucial. So we've got 4 out, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that must be S-bus in on that first one. and a collection of other tabs which I've got no idea what they're for. I'll have to look them up on the order to find out what they were, but the reason I was after this one was for the 8 PWM outputs on this one, so that's why I've gone for an F3 board rather than an F4 board. If you were wondering, it was just because of the extra PWM output. So I'm going to stick that behind me to one side. Right, what else we got? Let's stay with the little ones for now. Then we'll do a big one, and then we'll get on to that grey package as well. So quickly just checking inside the bag to make sure. We'll take a look to make sure nothing's come out in the bag itself. Hello, what's in here? Sounds a bit weird. Oh, what the fuck? Right, hands up. Matty made a bit of a mistake. Now, what I'll do for everything which you've seen, I'll stick links to all in the down in the video description for you. If you click show more, and I'll put the links to those bits in here. Now, Matt's made a bit of a mistake because I thought these were stickers, and they're not stickers. Oops! I've got a pair of wings. I don't know which way around you're going to put them. I presume you put them around that way around. It's a metal pair of wings. It's not very good metal. It's 100% Chinesium metal. It's got some weight to it, but not a lot. Hardly ideal to put on a model aircraft, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, whoopsie daisy. Like I said, you never really know what you're going to get on that flat page. So on that screen, on the computer, and you're on there going, oh, that looks good. You just hit the buy or stick it in the cart, you know. Yeah, that's a bit of a fuck up on my part. I've got a pair of wings. Who knew that's what it was? They're blooming metal ones. I don't even think I can use them as spray paint ones. I have got absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with them. No idea whatsoever. Like I said, I'll put links to everything in the video description for you, so you don't run into the same mistake as what I made with that one. I genuinely thought they were some stickers. Right, this one is actually a bit of good news. You may have remembered a short while ago I did a video, I think it was in one of the RC coffee chats, and we were chatting about one of the wings which turned up. And the wing had turned up from Banggood, but in the manufacturing process, because this should be a spare wing for the XUAV mini Talon, but in the manufacturing process over at XUAV, what they've been and done is that they've forgotten to include the little circle, the round tube spar to be able to hold the wing together, and they've also been sorting out the packaging as well. So the last one which I had, it was well packed with cardboard. This time they've actually put some decent packaging around it. I saw someone else, Andy, had been and bought some spare wings, and he was moaning his arse off about Banggood's packaging not being very good. And they've upped their game with this now. That's definitely good package. It's not likely to get broken with this kind of packaging. So I'm just trying to work my way in here at the moment. Brilliant. Right, fantastic. I do have a left wing. I've also got some nice packaging here. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. There you go, it's over there now. But good news, we do have the tube at the back. We were missing that on the last one, which meant I couldn't put the main spar in. Very, very frustrating. And the wing has arrived here in absolutely perfect condition. There's only a very, very slight little dent up there underneath the wing tip. So yeah, considering the distance of that travel and the amount of packaging which was around it, happy days. So we've now got a wing for the mini Talon, so that's just been filed over there. Now this one here is a special one, and I'm going to pretend to open it up, but I'll be pretty honest, I've already been in it. So I'm going to open it up, and that's all surprise. There we go. Ooh, I wonder what's in here. I couldn't imagine at all what's in this little thing. As if by magic, what have we got? Well, it says GPS on the box. So I'll tell you what, let's open this up, and we got GPS and location, ISO, a stroke Adoroid. Can you see the spelling on this? It says proper Chinesium spelling. Let's have a quick look. Is that focused for you? Can you see the GPS, it's spelled location right, ISO add droid, which they've got on there, vibration sensor alert, noise sensor alert. So some of the spelling's right and some of it's just horrific. There we go. So what does it say on here? Tracking plus phone alert, most effective alert system. Timely action for theft prevention when in progress. GPS alarm protects you from emergency immediately. I don't know how they kind of make that claim, but that's what it's got on the box. It could guard against theft, tracking your property either. So obviously it's been into Google Translate. Google Translate is just not worked out very well at all. Or it's been in Chinese Translate, and that didn't work very well either. So in here we will find an empty box. And why have we got an empty box is because Matt has already been in here. So let me just go and grab it a second. Now I need to be 100% honest with you, which is this little POS is not worked at all for me so far. Now I don't know, so here's the little device. It only weighs a couple of grams. I've got the scales here, which is always an important factor. Now, actually, Matt, let's wind ourselves back a bit. What is this, and why would you be interested in it? So quickly, it's 24 grams without a SIM card, or an 1/8 of an ounce, or whatever it is in there. So yeah, 24 grams, not a lot in short. What is it? In short, it's a GPS tracker. And the thing is that this is the one level, this is like the level up to the lost model alarm. So in my mini talon, this will be then get mounted up underneath the lid in the fuselage, and then will be flown with the model airplane. That then means is that if I lose the model for whatever reason, is that I can then flop out my phone and look up on the GPS tracker, and it will tell me where it is with some degree of accuracy. Now, let's just go and talk into the accuracy and why I bought one of these. Now, in short, as you may know, that if you may have seen the over at Andrews when we were doing the RC mission where we tow a little glider up, and it's got Pixhawk in there, and it's doing an automated return to launch on it, just full glide, and then it comes back to the flying site. Unfortunately, you can't always guarantee where that model's going to end up. We couldn't guarantee where it was going to end up, and unfortunately it landed in the field 2 fields away, and Andrew had one of these in the model, and we found it and again, it's within about 100 meters accuracy. That's what they're saying, and that's what it was. It took us to the right field, to roughly the right location. We were walking off in one direction, and it was just over there to our left. So it's good enough to get you in the right place to find your model. Now, Andrew's actually using an O2 sim with his. Now, I'll tell you what, let me zoom in so you can have a look at this. So let's zoom in. There we go. So as you see, it only weighs 24 grams, okay? And on the side here, we've got a little catch which we can open up and you put a SIM card in, okay? I won't turn it up the other way because it's actually got my details on the bottom so that you could type your detail in online, etc, etc. So I'm just keeping it very simple. So you've got 2 little LED lights on the top. You've got a little restraint thing on there. It does come with a little cord doodah. You've got a USB socket for charging, okay, and then you've got an on and off switch. Now the thing is that I've not got on very well with this one at all. Now I don't know, and again, I cannot cool this right just yet, and the reason why I can't cool this just yet is because I've used a free, so THREE network SIM card, topped it up with a tenner, and it's not working. However, Andrew's using a O2 pay-as-you-go SIM card with his, and his works. So I'm waiting on O2 to send me a new SIM card, or a SIM card, and then we'll find out whether it works or not. And fortunately, it doesn't work with my EE, or my old orange SIM card either. So yeah, I'm going to hold out, just wait for it to test with one more SIM card, and then see it again. If it doesn't work, then I'll be into contact with Banggood support because it's just not working. So yeah, unfortunately, right now, this isn't working. However, I know it should work because Andrew's got one and his works. His works on O2 on a pay-as-you-go contract. We'll just pay, just as pay-as-you-go, top up whenever. And it costs him about £1 a week or something to use it. So yeah, really inexpensive. I think it's about $30, give or take a few dollars, you know. And it'll cost you £1 or whatever to use it. But if you weigh up the cost of the thing and the ability to get your model back, so if you think about my mini talon, it's got an Eagle 3 Vector in there, it's got the motor, the time, effort and energy, getting that one set up, etc, laminating it. So yeah, a $30 investment to be able to potentially get the model back and narrow it down to a very small area in reality, I think is a fantastic idea. So watch this space on this GPS tracker. I have been taking the P out of the packaging and out of the spelling on the box and stuff, and I have also run into some issues so far. But the thing to keep in your back in mind, and the reason why I'm not getting shirty right now, is that number one, I know that if it doesn't work, then I'm sure Banggood will give me my money back, and if they don't, I'll stick it into a PayPal dispute, because that's the way it is, isn't it? It's very much weighted in our favour as consumers. But that said, I don't think it's going to come to that. I think it's just a straightforward case of it probably just works fine on O2. I need to wait for the SIM card to turn up. So watch this space on the GPS tracker. It was super cheap, literally $30. So we'll say 20 quid, give or take a few pennies, you know, and a few pennies to keep it maintained. But the little app on your phone is really, really good. So look out for a later video on this, and then I'll show you the app, and then we'll go out and we'll take it for a walk and we'll see what it does and see how actually accurate it is in the real world, if that makes sense. So yeah, a bit of a work in progress on this one at the moment. Yeah, a bit unfortunate it's not working, but that's just the way it is, isn't it? So, in summary, I still got no frigging idea what I'm going to do with them at all. We've got some wings, not of the normal variety. We've got some of that funny extension cable protection stuff, which I've got loads of bags of it, and I'll compress it all down to one bag in a moment. And we received a wing. We've got a GPS unit, which is a bit of a work in progress at the moment, and something else which I really just can't remember. And that's all the mail which I've had here recently. Well, I say all the mail which I've had here recently because just over there to my left I've got 3 models which have been and turned up. I've got a Hurricane, and we got 2 other special ones, and we'll be doing unboxing of those very, very shortly too. So anyway, with that said, time for me to wrap up. Any questions about anything which you've been and seen, please just ask in the comments section underneath this video. And like I said, I'll put links to everything in the video description, because if for some strange reason you do want some metal wings made out of 100% Chinese metal, then there's a link to that in the video description for you. And as far as the GPS, watch this space. I don't know what's going to happen with that one. Fingers crossed, it's just a SIM card issue, which we need to get over. And with that said, for myself, Matt, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll see you again shortly. Cheerios!